Hello friends, the missile systems of India continue to play a vital role in its national defense infrastructure. These provide extensive protection across land, sea, and air domains. Integrating these systems with conventional forces enables India to project power and deter its adversaries. Yet, the matter of whether missiles can entirely substitute combat aircraft in India's aerospace defense demands a detailed examination. We will study India's missile systems and their impact on national defense, including how they work with manned aircraft. We will also study their impact on international relations of India. Missiles are crucial for India's defense, but they can't replace combat aircraft. They have got entirely different roles, although at certain stages they do enmesh. India has invested significantly in land based missile systems, focusing on both offensive and defensive capabilities. India's land based nuclear deterrence relies on its ballistic missile arsenal, particularly the Agni series. Over the years, the Agni series have evolved. Agni 1 to Agni 5 missiles with ranges from 700 kilometers to about 5,000 over 5,000 kilometers are designed for delivering both conventional and nuclear warheads. With the Agni missiles, India can reach over distant adversaries during an attack. The Agni-P missile is a canistered missile introduced in 2021 with a range of 1000 kilometers to 2000 kilometers. It is more maneuverable and has a quicker response time than earlier Agni variants. Agni 6, India's first ICBM or intercontinental ballistic missile, is being developed with a range of over 8,000 kilometers. The Agni 6 missile is rumored to be equipped with multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles or MIRVs, which will enhance India's strategic deterrence capabilities. The missile is said to include advanced technologies for accuracy and survivability. There are speculations that Agni 6 will have a range of 12,000 kilometers. We'll discuss its implications later on here in this video itself. These fresh additions to the Agni series possess the capability to hit targets at different distances, right from short to mid to long range. India's surface to air missiles provide a robust defense against enemy aircraft and missiles. The Akash system intercepts aerial threats within a 30-kilometer range, which has improved India's ground defense. Recent developments include the improved Akash NG with enhanced range and accuracy. The Barak 6, the Barak 8, jointly developed with Israel, has a range of up to 100 kilometers and enhances India's air defense. It has been integrated into land and naval platforms. India has received the Russian S-400 Triumph air defense system. It can engage targets at ranges up to 400 kilometers. This system enables India to safeguard itself against a range of airborne threats. These include combat aircraft, cruise missiles, and ballistic missiles. India's anti-ballistic missile or ABM program has made significant strides. The Prithvi Defense Vehicle is designed for exo-atmospheric interception of ballistic missiles at altitudes up to 150 kilometers. In other words, this system intercepts incoming missiles outside the Earth's outside the Earth's atmosphere. The Advanced Air Defense or AAD is capable of endo-atmospheric interception. The endo-atmospheric missile remains within the Earth's atmosphere, that is, at an altitude below 100 kilometers. In the phase 2 development, India is improving its interceptors to build a multi-layered missile defense shield. These systems have undergone successful testing and aim to shield major cities from missile attacks. India's ABM systems are making progress towards a complete national missile defense network. India's sea-based missile capabilities, like the submarine-launched ballistic missiles or SLBMs and anti-ship missiles, enhance its maritime defense. This system has advanced significantly. The K-15 Sagarika has a range of 750 kilometers. This SLBM forms the initial backbone of India's sea-based nuclear deterrent. The K for SLBM has a range of over 3,500 kilometers. It gives India substantial reach from underwater platforms. India is now developing the K5 and K6 longer range SLBMs. The K6 expected to have a range of up to 6,000 kilometers, further enhancing the country's second strike capability. The indigenous Arihant class nuclear powered submarines carry these SLBMs. Additional submarines of the same type are being manufactured now. The BrahMos missile system continues to be a cornerstone of India's maritime strike capability. The BrahMos has been developed jointly with Russia. It remains one of the fastest cruise missiles in the world, capable of traveling at speeds up to Mach 3. The BrahMos ER is an extended range version with a range of over 400 kilometers, which has been successfully tested. The BrahMos 2 is a hypersonic version of the missile. It is under development with speeds expected to reach Mach 7 to 8. These sea-based missile systems contribute significantly to India's overall defense posture, especially in ensuring a credible nuclear triad and deterring potential naval threats. India's air-based missile systems defend its airspace and include air-to-air and air-launched cruise missiles. The Astra is a beyond visual range or BVR air-to-air missile. It has a range of up to 100 kilometers. An extended range version, Astra Mark II, is under development with an expected range of over 150 kilometers. India has acquired Mica missiles from France for use on its Rafale fighter jets, enhancing its air-to-air combat capabilities. The R-77 and R-27 are Russian missiles which enhance India's Su-30 Mk-1 fleet with long-range air-to-air capabilities. The BrahMos A is an air-launched variant of the BrahMos missile system. It has been successfully integrated with the Su-30 Mark 1 fighter. It gives India the capability to strike high-value targets from a safe distance. The Rafale fighters have SCALP or Scalp cruise missiles that can hit land targets from far away. It is also known as the Storm Shadow. It is a long-range, air-launched standoff attack missile developed jointly by France and the United Kingdom. These air systems are crucial for India's air defense as they can intercept and neutralize airborne threats, offering flexibility and extended reach. India's missile systems have improved, but can they replace combat aircraft in defending the country's airspace? Combat aircraft are more versatile than missiles. These fighters excel in air superiority, ground attack support, reconnaissance, and electronic warfare. Missiles are designed for specific purposes only. Combat aircraft have an unmatched ability to redeploy in response to changing battlefield conditions. Fighters can cover extensive areas, attack multiple targets, and return for rearmament and refueling. Launched missiles cannot be recalled or reassigned. Fighter jet pilots make real time decisions based on evolving tactics. Missile systems are advancing with AI and improved guidance, but lack the adaptability and situational awareness of human pilots. Air superiority demands constant aerial presence with combat aircraft. For example, the S 400 missiles have area denial capabilities but can't establish air superiority like fighter aircraft. Modern combat aircraft can strike moving or emerging targets with advanced sensors and precision guided munitions. Manned aircraft have a unique capability to loiter in contested airspace, gather intelligence, and strike based on real time data. Both missiles and combat aircraft are advancing, however. Advances in hypersonic and stealth missile technology are accompanied by improvements in fighter aircraft design, stealth technology, and networked warfare capabilities. Fifth and sixth generation fighters highlight the importance of manned aircraft in modern warfare. Despite their cost, advanced missile systems are often a cost effective solution for specific missions. Combat aircraft's reusability and multi mission capability make them cost effective for day to day operations and deterrence. Combat aircraft are essential in international military exercises and cooperative missions unmatched by missiles. Aircraft deployment offers diplomatic advantages that missile systems lack. India's aerospace defense relies on integrating missile systems and combat aircraft. It is integrating its sensor and weapon systems into a cohesive network. This improves coordination between missile batteries and combat aircraft, enhancing their combat and deterrence capabilities. India is developing unmanned combat aerial vehicles or UCAVs. These blur the line between missiles and aircraft. These systems could bridge the gap between aircraft and missiles. The Cooperative Engagement Capability or CEC concept enables sensor data sharing between various platforms. This enhances the defensive network's effectiveness. India is developing a multi layered integration air defense system. It combines different missile systems and combat aircraft to protect against aerial threats. India's missile systems offer a strong defense against various threats. India's commitment to a strong deterrent is demonstrated by the development of systems like Agni 6 ICBM, advanced SLBMs, and BrahMos 2 hypersonic missiles. These systems improve India's defense capabilities and contribute to its strategic deterrence. Like every country, India is within its rights to develop effective deterrents against hostile neighbors like China and Pakistan. There is also a need for keeping the fast evolving global geostrategic scenarios beyond our neighborhood. In this context, the development of ICBMs with a 12,000-kilometer range could be wholly justified. The far reaching geostrategic implications need to be addressed. Here is a potential consequence breakdown. An ICBM with a 12,000-kilometer range would enable India to target anywhere on Earth except for some areas in South America and Antarctica. This capability would enhance India's global military power. It could bring India closer to nuclear parity with the US, Russia, and China, altering global power dynamics. These ICBMs would cover China and beyond, providing India with a credible deterrent. This could influence the Sino Indian strategic equilibrium. Short range missiles cover Pakistan, but long range ICBMs complicate strategic calculations and escalate the arms race in South Asia and beyond. India may reconsider its no first use nuclear policy because of long range ICBMs being linked to first strike capabilities. India's long range missiles could impact its nuclear force posture, leading to changes in alert levels and command systems. Developing long range ICBMs could invite international scrutiny and impact India's relationship with Western powers. Let us be clear, no great power would ever tolerate a challenge to their hegemony. So, the concerned countries may impose economic sanctions or technology transfer restrictions because of nuclear proliferation issues or concerns. This had happened before when India had conducted its first and second nuclear tests. India's membership in the Nuclear Supplies Group and other non proliferation regimes could be affected. The development may be considered a setback to global disarmament efforts. India's long range ICBM development could impact arms control talks among major powers. It could affect the India US strategic partnership, causing proliferation concerns in Washington. Russia's historical role in supporting India's missile program may contribute to stronger strategic ties between the two countries. Smaller nations might seek security guarantees from larger powers, changing regional alliances and equations. Long range ICBMs could either enhance strategic stability through stronger deterrence or decrease it by creating first strike incentives during a crisis. It could trigger a new arms race not just in South Asia but also involving other powers concerned about India's expanded reach. On the positive side, the development of advanced missiles can strengthen India's aerospace and defense sectors. Technologies developed for ICBMs could have civilian applications, thus benefiting India's space program. To conclude, the development of 12,000 kilometer range ICBMs by India would alter global strategic balance. It would enhance India's strategic deterrence and global standing, but also create challenges in international relations, arms control, and regional stability. The implications depend on India's management of its capabilities and the response of other powers.